Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to Exam 360. So, we are going to continue with our answer writing session for Geography Tspsc Mains. And let us start discussion about the first question. See, this question is simple with respect to, this is a question with respect to the Green Revolution. The question says that Green Revolution has brought the prosperity to majority part of the country. Yes, it has brought the prosperity to the majority part of the country. Like rice has increased, wheat has increased. From import food products, India has become self-sufficient. Import substitution from what we have done imported, we have reduced the imports. Nothing but we are self-sufficient in the 1980s because of the Green Revolution only. Self-sufficient in the 1980s. Import substitution we have done. Rice production, wheat production has increased. But question is, it bypassed the Eastern India completely. Analyze the reasons for this occurrence. What is the reasons for this? Simply, you see that first I'll start with the Green Revolution. Green Revolution is a name given to the phenomena of drastic increase in the food grain production through the application of technology and scientific knowledge. What is that? High yield variety seeds. Emantaru? High yield variety seeds valla, technology valla, scientific knowledge valla, food grains darananga perigipoyayi. It has increased drastically. ఒకటి రెండు Green Revolution phenomena was observed in most part of the country, where first the Green Revolution, the first phase of the Green Revolution itself was started in the northwestern part of the India. Okay, that is your Punjab, Haryana and Western UP. E regions lo start ayyadi. So Green Revolution phenomena was observed in most part, but in Eastern it was not much benefited from the event. Okay, from the event. So what are the reasons? Enduku? See, reasons for bypassing the Green Revolution in India is presence of intensive farming. First thing, East India houses, the East India is generally has small and marginal farmers in majority in comparison to the large farmers in the northwestern part of the India. So they have small farmers. First one, Green Revolution was mainly suitable for the large. Why you need high yield variety seeds and large areas, irrigation facilities, etc. So all these are some of the factors. So here you see, but in the eastern part of the country, in your eastern part of the country, like this, the eastern part lo ela unnaru farmers, small and marginalized farmers. Marginalized or marginal farmers are there. Kabatti first reason idi, which is not suitable, not much benefited from such events. So these are, hence eastern region is not benefited from the event. Okati. Rondodi, illiteracy. Okay, illiteracy. Green Revolution requires application of scientific knowledge, which is part of literary skills. Green Revolution ki em kavali? Koncham into knowledge kavali, literary knowledge. Like, you need to have scientific knowledge kavali. You need a knowledge. But what happened? The northwestern part of India is more literate in comparison to the eastern part. So this also contributed lower utilization of the knowledge in the eastern part. So first enti manam chusindi, first is your land holding. Land holding is one reason. Land holding lo northwestern part has high and eastern part has low. Eastern part has very very low. Second enti literacy. Where it is low, eastern part is very very low. Right, clear? Third, transportation and marketing access. You see, profit from farming will be more if there are proper transportation channels for movement of goods. The better coverage of railways and roads are seen in northwestern, not in the eastern part. So utilization of the market, this allowed profits to surge in the northwestern part. Already at that time, you see, the transportation facilities were linked to near market was Delhi, UP, eastern UP was a market. Eastern UP railway lines were already linked. Tarvata to the southern region of Haryana, even to the western region like Rajasthan, okay, then also to the southern India, southern region. These are the markets, and all these regions, if I take ivanni regions తీసుకుంటే ఒకే ఒకటి ఏంటంటే ఆల్రెడీ రోడ్ నెట్వర్క్ స్టార్ట్ అయ్యాయి, ప్లస్ రైల్వే నెట్వర్క్స్ని కూడా స్టార్ట్ చేసింది గవర్నమెంట్. హెవీలీ ఇన్వెస్టెడ్ on this. Okay, government expenditures was very very high on this. That means government created the infrastructure which is required for transportation structure. Infrastructure emoutundi, cost for transportation will be reduced, cost of production will be reduced, right? This is a one thing. Then government policies, positive government and also stable. You see, in eastern part lo, if you look at the eastern part you will find instability in the government. Instability wala policies kuda they are not able to make it. Kani positive government policies for farming in the northwestern further enhance the profitability in this region. In comparison, the states do not have concrete policy for promotion and development of green revolution. So that is a problem. Okay, policy is also a problem. Then availability of the infrastructure. You see, infrastructure for extensive farming such as irrigation, agricultural machineries. See, even infrastructures like irrigation facilities were available. Irrigation facilities unnai, canals, Indira Gandhi canal, canals were there, right? Number one. Then also the machineries like cold storage facilities were there. Cold storage facilities were. That means simply the forward linkage and backward linkages were well connected. So that was a major thing. Cold storage facilities, agricultural machineries. Andukane chudandi, northwestern part farmers are having high income. So you will see that the other parts of country farmers, ఒకవేళ other parts of the countries of the farmers ని తీసుకుంటే ఈ farmers వాళ్ళకి income inequality is very very high. Income inequality is very very high. కాబట్టి వాళ్ళ దగ్గర ఏమున్నాయి, మషిన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఇరిగేషన్ ఫెసిలిటీస్ ఉన్నాయి, ఫార్వర్డ్ అండ్ బ్యాక్వర్డ్ లింకేజెస్ వర్ స్ట్రాంగ్, కాబట్టి వాళ్ళు ప్రాస్పర్ అయ్యారు. అదే ఈస్టర్న్ పార్ట్ ఈజ్ కంపారిటివ్లీ infancy and nascent stage. Okay, at national, that is your early stage, nascent stage or early stage of the development. So that's why they were failed, completely miserable. Then conclusion, you see, to overcome this disparity, evergreen revolution was introduced to revolutionize farming sector as a whole rather than increasing commodity. So thus green revolution has entered a revolutionary phase in modern Indian history. It allowed better development of Indian agricultural sector. Okay, so this was about your first question, why it has bypassed the eastern part of the India than your northwestern part, right? So literacy, infrastructure, agriculture mechanism, and also the policies, stability of the government, etc. All these has been part and parcel why they have bypassed it. Okay, then we'll see the next question. This question is mostly related with your micro irrigation. Okay, so despite being water stressed economy, ante water stress unna kuda micro irrigation penetration, ante micro irrigation ante enti, see micro irrigation like scheme that was started, Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, per drop more crop, har khet ko pani, per drop more crop, because our country is a water intensive country, water stressed country. So what crops you have to grow? Less water intensive crops we have to grow. Kabatti, what are the reasons behind this? What are the reasons why the micro irrigation has less penetration into India, and also what are the measures taken by the government to provide an impetus to the micro irrigation? What are the steps that has been taken by the government to provide impetus to the micro irrigation? So what are the things you see? Simple. What are the things? Simple. How to begin? So according to FICCI and Irrigation of India reveals that by 2015, 7.73 million hectares of the land were covered under micro irrigation compared to 69.5 million hectares. So 6 states completely have 82% of coverage of micro irrigation. What are the 6 states? Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Gujarat and Haryana accounts 82% of India's micro irrigation. So still 82, but still I say micro irrigation has to be penetrated into the other states also. Other states like, other states like your Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, northeastern parts, Odisha, West Bengal, all these areas. So these are areas also water stressed regions. These areas are also water stressed. Even Tamil Nadu, Kerala. Okay, Kerala. So of course, this is not a water stressed, but this is a water stressed region. Kabatti, thus micro irrigation is highly skewed and far below potential countries like India, which has water stressed economy. Right. So what are the reasons for the low penetration of micro irrigation? Included. Okay, like this. Initial cost required for setting up of infrastructure is high cost. Micro irrigation cheyalante high cost kavali. First, okati. Rendodi, farmers have limited knowledge of usage and lack of technology, how they are unaware of benefits of the micro irrigation. They have less knowledge about micro irrigation. Farmers have limited knowledge. Kabatti cost ekkuva, knowledge kuda limited ga undi, and poor implementation of government subsidiary policies provided incentivized micro irrigation to provide subsidies kuda ivatledu. Regular monitoring required, declog the equipments which is sensitive to the damages from the rodents, insects, etc. Okay, then also micro irrigation pressure, pressure kuda kavali. Micro irrigation requires pressure for water delivery in the delivery line regardless of whether source of water is surface or ground. So hence India's energy crisis affects the timing and supply of water to the crops. Number 2. So these are the some of the why we have high cost okati, government subsidies ఒకటి, ఇంకోటేమో there is no regular monitoring. Generally, these pipelines, if you construct micro irrigations, these are getting affected by damages, which are damages caused. Okay, like from the from the animals or from the human beings, the anthropogenic, they are damaged caused. Micro irrigation requires huge pressure, and for that pressure to delivery, you require energy or electricity. So that is one reason why the micro irrigation has not been penetrated deeply into India. Okay, then what are the measures that has to be taken? You see, creation of dedicated micro irrigation fund of corpus 5,000 crores, Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana, Har Khet Ko Pani, for providing end-to-end solutions. Less water intensive crops has to be grown. Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana focus on creating protective irrigation, harshening rainwater at micro level to ensure per drop more crop. Jal Sichan projects. Other measures include training programs through print media, short films. Awareness has to be created regarding these things, melas, exhibitions, etc. Okay, so these are about the micro irrigation.